We're going to welcome Rick Simon. He is president and CEO of United Service Companies, but more importantly, he's the chairman of the Chicago Police Foundation. He joins us now in the Big 89 to talk about the Police Foundation and their upcoming gala. Rick, welcome to the Big 89.
Hi, Rick.
Rob, Jane, good morning.
Good morning. So tell for people that don't know about this, you've been very involved with the Police Foundation. Tell everybody what the Chicago Police Foundation, what its mission is.
Rob, the Chicago Police Foundation provides equipment and services for the police officers. We work hand in glove with the superintendent and his command staff in providing equipment, some life-saving equipment, some creature comfort equipment, services, and also things for the officers and their families. Last Sunday, we had a brunch at Terry Carey's where we provided some 30 children of police officers some scholarship money. Those in high school headed for college.
That's terrific.
So a variety of things.
So did you find, was this born out of the necessity to have a support group to help with, there were things that were maybe falling through the cracks for the police in general, and they just needed this extra assistance and help and people pulling in their direction. Is that kind of how things worked for you?
Yes. If you go back not that far in time, if a police officer was injured on the job, he was kind of looking for his fellow officers to help support them and the family, or somebody was killed in the line of duty. And from that, through Superintendent Phil Klein, if you remember him, was born the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation, and that's done very well for a number of police families. Fast forward to when Superintendent McCarthy was here, and he brought in the Chicago Police Foundation, and that does everything else. We provided Lee-Mart kits, law enforcement medical kits for the officers, and that's only the program is about 3 or so years old. And in that time, the police department's police officers are credited with saving some 800 lives by applying tourniquets and other life-saving devices. We've supplied saddles for our horses. We've supplied vehicles, but we're mostly happy when we're supplying things that affect the police officers and their families themselves. We've put the seed funding in for mental health improvement for the police officers. We recently equipped quiet rooms in all the police stations and detective headquarters, so the guys have a place to sit down and relax for a little bit when they need a break. And like I said, the Lee-Mart kits and the scholarship things are, as of last Sunday, we're funding that.
That's terrific.
Now, Rick, we got to talk about you a little bit, because you've been dedicating your time and talents to Chicago, working on a variety of organizations and projects for years. I'm going to name a couple because we all know you were the former chairman of the Magnificent Mile Association. You've worked with the Chicago Convention and Tourism Bureau, which is now known as Choose Chicago, and we know that. And, of course, Gateway Green and the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation. What is it? These are all really big name organizations. You'll love your city of Chicago, and you're giving back and doing good things.
Jane, you've been doing your homework.
She knows a thing or three.
Well, I mean, so to do these things, you must have this deep love, as we all do, for our beautiful city.
I do. Absolutely, I do. I was born and raised here. Been here my whole life. City's been pretty good to me. And, everybody should be doing something to give back something in some way. So I devote a little bit of time and resources to some of these things. Going back, as you mentioned, the Convention Bureau, now Choose Chicago, was on that board and chaired that board for a while. Mag Mile, same thing. And, the Choose Chicago thing is pretty important. Because we need
more Rick Simons in Chicago. So, Rick, tell us about the True Blue Gala. It's coming up on November 4th, right around the corner. Tell us what you're going to be doing and what your objectives are.
True Blue Gala, November 4th, Four Seasons Hotel. It's a fundraising dinner for the foundation. It's one of our biggest events of the year. Superintendent, a lot of his staff will be there. We have many hundreds of people that have purchased tables, tickets to be there, and it's a fun evening. Raffles, prizes, things from Cubs, Sox, Bulls tickets, a lunch with the superintendent, variety of things that we raffle off and give away on those evenings.
That's wonderful. So you're hoping to raise $500,000, which seems like it could be in reach with all the people that I'm sure you and your fellow Chicago Police Foundation board members know. Tell us a little bit about your efforts to keep the memory of late Officer Ella French alive. I know you've spent a lot of time in that space.
Well, one of our board members, Alan Rich, helped create the Scholarship Foundation, and it was the board decided under Alan's leadership of that committee to name it after our fallen sister, Ella French. Mrs. French was kind enough to lend her daughter's name to this. Her daughter was one about helping people, and these scholarships help people. So it just went hand in glove to name the scholarship after Ella.
Jane has already pointed out all the things that you have done to make Chicago a better place to live, but I'm curious to know, as it relates to the Chicago Police Foundation, what is your favorite part about being the chairman of this organization?
Interacting with the guys and girls with the blue shirts. That's the fun part. You remember, I came from there once upon a time, and so being connected with the people that serve and protect the city is pretty important to me, and it's the part that I really enjoy.
Well,
yeah, it's fantastic. People can still get tickets to the True Blue Gala.
ChicagoPoliceFoundation.org. If you go on our website, you can buy a table, buy a ticket, and come and join us on Saturday the 4th at the Four Seasons Hotel. Look forward to it. And I think your guesstimate on the $500,000 is, Rob, we're going to shoot for way more than that. We know we have people out there that would love to help us, love to come and be with us. And even if you can't be there, at the ChicagoPoliceFoundation.org, you can make a donation or become a member of the foundation.
I love that confidence. We're going to start at $500,000. We're going to work our way up. That's exactly what's going to happen. Hey, Rick, you're doing some great work in Chicago,
absolutely.
and our hats off to you. Great job, and congrats on all the success with the Chicago Police Foundation. And we hope the True Blue Gala is a huge success.
It
next
will be.
week.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, guys.
Great to have you on.
That's easy. Again, that is ChicagoPoliceFoundation.org. All the information is there.
I mean, when you were going through, and you just read like a few of the things he did. We could have gone on for like 10 minutes. There's a guy that really cares about the city, and he's putting his money where his mouth is.
And he's been a part of big organizations that do a lot of good things for our city. So that's fantastic. It's really fun to talk to him, too.
That's right. Chicago Police Foundation. Don't forget it. Big gala coming up on November 4th.